And that's the big question, isn't it? When you're in the middle of that amazing, intense, swept off your feet feeling, how do you know? How can you tell if it's the real deal, or if it's something way more calculated? So let's break down the signs.
Okay, so let's start at the very beginning. You know, that first phase that feels like it's straight out of a movie. The kind of beginning everyone secretly hopes for. But you've got to ask yourself, when something feels this perfect, is it real? Or are you just playing a part in a script someone else has written for you? I mean, the connection is just instant. It's almost spooky. Every conversation goes deep, they're finishing your sentences, they just get you in a way nobody else ever has. It's an absolutely intoxicating, all-consuming feeling, which, makes it incredibly hard to question. But here's the cold, hard reality behind that amazing feeling. See, love bombing, it's not actually about love. It's about influence. It's a straight-up manipulation tactic that uses this overwhelming affection as a tool to get control. Think of it like this. They're spending a whole lot of emotional currency to buy your trust, and eventually your dependency. And this brings us to a really important point. We're going to move from talking about the feeling to looking at the facts. How do you spot the difference between a relationship that's just genuinely exciting and moving fast, and one that's being intentionally sped up to trap you?
Look, in a healthy, exciting new relationship, the pace feels right for both of you. You talk about the future, and it feels like you're building something together, brick by brick. But with love bombing, it's more like you've been shoved onto a high-speed train you never even bought a ticket for. The future isn't a conversation, it's a destination they've already picked out for you. It's about locking you in before you've even had a chance to look at the map.
So these are basically the gears that make the whole machine work. That constant contact, it's not just excitement, it's a strategy to take up all your time and all your mental space. The rushed milestones, that's all about creating commitment before you have time to really think. And the mirroring thing? Oh, that's not a sign you found your twin flame. It's a tactic. It's about creating a perfect reflection of you to get you to lower your guard.
So what happens when the honeymoon is over? Well, eventually that perfect picture starts to crack. And the shift, well, it can be really sudden and incredibly confusing. Because after they put you way up on a pedestal, the next step is to knock you off of it. And that is so disorienting.
First, you get this, right? This is the hook. These are the words that make you feel so seen, so special, totally irreplaceable. And this is the exact message you'll desperately try to get back to when things start to feel wrong.
And then, almost out of nowhere, it becomes this, the total opposite. The very same person who told you you were perfect is now telling you you're the problem. Let me be clear, this is not a normal mood swing. It's a strategic flip of the switch designed to make you doubt yourself, your feelings, everything.
And here's the thing you absolutely have to understand. This turn isn't random. It follows a very predictable pattern. The silent treatment, the backhanded compliments that they call jokes, the guilt trips anytime you want a night with your friends. It is all designed to create dependency. It makes you work harder and harder to get back to that perfect person from the beginning.
So, if any of this is starting to ring a bell, what can you actually do about it? Well, this part isn't about fighting fire with fire. It's about taking your power back with a little awareness and some really clear actions. Think of these steps as your anchor in a storm. A healthy partner is going to respect it when you say, hey, let's slow down. A manipulator, they're going to push back, maybe get angry, or try to guilt you. That right there is a massive red flag. And that little feeling in your gut, that's your best alarm system. You have to learn to listen to it. And please, talk to a friend, someone who knew you before this whole whirlwind started. They can give you a reality check that is absolutely priceless.
And that really brings us to the most important question of all. True love isn't built on some breathtaking one-time fireworks display that fades away. No, it's built slowly, brick by brick, with trust and respect and just consistency. It's about who a person is day in and day out, long after that initial rush is gone. So you have to ask yourself, are you just getting grand gestures, or are you seeing consistent character?